Hi, my name is Karanveer. And yes, this is me talking to you through a machine.
Karanveer was diagnosed with dystonic cerebral palsy at 6 months old. This condition impacted his physical ability to speak, walk, and take care of his personal needs. His limitation made it difficult for him to interact with the rest of the world. He started school in the Kent School District in 2000 when he was 4 years old. Starting in 2004, he traveled back and forth to India several times and only spent 4 years in formal schooling in Kent School District. During his time in India, Karanveer didn't have access to school, so he taught himself to surf the internet, play video games, and text people by touching the screen of iPod, iPhone, and iPad, using his nose and chin while lying on his stomach.
I use a Tobii Dynavox computer with Communicator 5 software and Samsung Galaxy Note 8 connected to my Tobii Dynavox for my daily communication needs. I use an Apple desktop computer with Final Cut Pro 10 software for video editing. With Apple products, I access the computer with a head mouse because there is no eye gaze system available yet.
He has normal intelligence and he loves to spend time with family and friends. He wants to have social connection through social media and shopping online. He has dreams of going to college and having a career.
With assistive technology, I'm taking classes at Highline College, doing assignments and communicating with my instructors, friends and family.
In 2014, we moved back to Kent, and Karanveer returned to Kent School District. He attended Kentwood High School and went on to Highland College in 2017. On June 21, 2016, he got a Tobii Dynavox and iGauge communication system. This technology allows him to communicate with the world using his head and eyes. He also used a manual wheelchair to get to school and around the community. Now he's very happy because technology has helped him to overcome his disability.
With help from my speech-language pathologist and occupational therapist, I learned to use the Tobii Dynavox in 9 months. I was able to achieve a 4.0 in my multimedia design class in the fall 2017 quarter at Highline College. My goal is to be a computer software engineer to improve a movie editing software for people with disabilities. I want to help companies make better software for people with disabilities. My dream job is to work in Hollywood and Bollywood as a movie editor.
We are proud of Karanveer. He is a fast learner and technology has given him more freedom to achieve his goal. He is now teaching technology and helping other people. We feel blessed with him. We are thankful for Kent School District. We hope assistive technology will help more students in the Kent School District.
In the fall 2017, I started an internship in the Kent School District with the IT department as an assistive technology volunteer. I have been visiting Kent Lake High School to help students with disabilities be successful using their assistive technologies. On January 5, 2018, I gave a speech to the Kent School District IT staff and showed one of my video projects. It was a documentary on my parents' traditional wedding in India. My next project is a documentary on my life, using assistive technology to communicate with the world. I'm extremely happy that I'm part of the Kent School District team. Thank you all for helping me become a successful member of society.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sat Shri Akal, it means hello in Punjabi. It is considered to be a greeting of respect and even a blessing to the person you are talking to. It is a blessing to be here to talk to you all today. My name is Karanveer. I want to tell you all a bit of my story. I was born in Redmond, Washington, and when I was 6 months old, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. I grew up with my disabilities, but I never thought of myself as disabled. I've always considered myself as any other normal individual. People tend to think that I'm not capable to do anything. However, with the help of assistive technology, I am proving my doubters wrong. I understand 4 languages: Punjabi, Hindi, Urdu, and English. How many languages can you understand? Just like anyone else, I have my own set of challenges. I too enjoy and worry about many and maybe the same things all of you do. I have many hopes and dreams about my future, and I'm always trying to improve myself so I can one day achieve what I desire. My disability makes achieving these dreams more difficult than it is for most people, but I am not most people. My name comes from Karan, the brave warrior king in ancient India, who fought his battles with great focus and concentration. I like to live up to the name by fighting my battles with patience and determination. I never give up, and I don't want to learn that. In 2004, I went to India, where I learned about many different cultures. During my time in India, I didn't have access to school. I didn't go to school there because they don't have enough resources for people with disabilities. They don't really have a lot of hope for people with disabilities. They also tend to believe that anyone with a disability is incapable of doing anything remarkable in life. I personally believe that this stigma needs to change. When I moved back to Kent in 2014, I got myself back into school. Throughout my life, I've completed about 3 years of school. I got a Tobii Dynavox communication device in 2016, which allowed me to communicate and express myself more elaborately with the world. At present, I'm attending Highline College to pursue my biggest passion of movie editing and finish up my GED. In the future, I want to have a career as a movie editor in Hollywood and Bollywood. I spend a lot of time working towards achieving my dreams, but I also like having fun every now and then, as balance is essential. I love to play chess. Not to brag or anything, but I do happen to be the chess club president at Highline College. The Tobii Dynavox has helped massively. I can now scroll through Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram effortlessly. I have been using the Tobii Dynavox for more than 2 years now, and besides giving me access to social media, it has also opened many different opportunities for me to meet people and make connections for my future. That's what brought me to you as your speaker today. I am going to give you something to think about. Imagine you want to call someone but you can't use your hands, walk or talk. What are you going to do? I'm the lucky one that can use my eye gaze and switches to communicate, but what about everyone else who has disabilities? I have an incredible support team at home that ensures I have my device and helps me to set up my communication system whenever I need it. Not everyone is as lucky as I am. We are all human, and as humans, we crave the ability to be as self-reliant as possible. Despite all I have been able to accomplish, I still rely heavily on others to help me fully access the world around me. My mission is I want to change the world and to help people with disabilities to succeed and become more independent. So, stay tuned and follow me on social media. Technology is slowly catching up to my vision and I intend to give it a power boost. I am building my resume for my career. I volunteered to make an ad for Google. I would love to know what you think. It took me about 9 months to master the Tobii Dynavox. I had to really practice and focus as it all works with my eyeballs, using its state-of-the-art eye gaze technology. Being the explorer I am, I found it quite fun and easy to use by experimenting with it, while learning how to use the software. The part that I find hardest is using correct grammar and spelling to write an assignment or a speech. I have many people coaching me to improve my writing skills. To do video editing, I prefer to use my Macintosh desktop computer with Final Cut Pro 10. However, I had to learn to use a head mouse to access my Mac, since eye gaze is not yet available for Apple products. I purchased the Glasshouse head mouse 6 months ago. I can connect Glasshouse with Bluetooth to my Mac, allowing me to navigate the computer using my head to control the mouse. Do you want to see it?
In the chat, I see yes, exclamation point.
Look at me, guys, I'm styling.
There's awesome in the chat, Karanveer.
Now, I would like to show you a video for the bleach store. Mr. Pruno gave me the footage and I edited the video. I even got paid for it. One more thing, I am in this video as a model. So all in all, I use the Tobii Dynavox for communicating with the world, completing my college work, social media, texting, and helping other students with disabilities learn how to operate the Tobii Dynavox as well. I can connect the Tobii Dynavox to my phone via Bluetooth, which allows me to text or call my family and friends with my eyes. This device has certainly changed my life. I enjoyed working with Solange, who has a Tobii Dynavox. There is one thing we have in common: we love to laugh. Not all technology is equally accessible, so I still sometimes use my phone with my nose, but it would be much easier if there was an eye gaze system in place for that as well. I think it would be a great idea for Tobii Dynavox to make an eye gaze for phones. I am also using the Tekla eSwitch interface with head switches for my phone. The Tekla allows me to access my phone with head switches, but it is slow to navigate the phone. That is why we need an eye gaze system for phones. I told the Tobii Dynavox representative this at a recent presentation I did at their Microsoft Store booth. And this is a fire I will continue to keep ignited underneath them. The next video I'm going to present to all of you is demo reel. It was a project for my editing class, on which I scored a perfect 100. Yeah, I bragged about that one, all right. Like many of you, I enjoy listening to music. I believe music has no language, so it defies cultural boundaries. I enjoy listening to classical music as I find it relaxing. I love listening to classical pieces that include the bansuri, also known as the flute, over a delicious bowl of kheer, a type of rice pudding. My hobbies are playing video games, watching Netflix, playing chess, and chatting with beautiful girls. Ha ha ha. Long story short, I am your typical college student. Except way cooler. By the way, my point of view is that all girls are beautiful. My occupational therapists and speech therapists helped me tremendously in positioning my body and learning how to operate this assistive technology. Miss Rose, my occupational therapist, has known me since second grade. I started out by learning to use head switches to communicate, drive my wheelchair, and do my homework. Miss Rose suggested that I give the eye gaze system a shot for a much faster and efficient way to communicate with the world. And look at me now, presenting myself to the world in a way I would have never thought about just 3 years ago. My dearest OT, Miss Rose, helped me set goals and work toward my desired career. Now, she's teaching me how to network with the world by developing deep and meaningful social connections. She is like another mom to me.
Okay, I'm done.
This is the first time I met Kent School District IT staff like Mr. Cowerman and Mr. Pat. Even the superintendent, Dr. Watts, came by to meet me. Best of all, I love meeting the students. Miss Carrie Ann, my speech therapist, taught me how to program phrases into my Tobii Dynavox for quick access, pace my speeches with pauses, and write with the correct grammar. She is a super nice person. My favorite OT is Cindy. By the way, I call her C. She's helping me in a lot of ways, like how to stay focused on what I'm doing when she is positioning me, and how to control my body. She is one of the coolest people I know. What a gift I have been given to have so many people come into my life who care about me and want to see me succeed. I feel very blessed, which is a major part of why I want to be able to pay it forward and help others who are perhaps not as lucky as I have been. In my culture, a guru is someone who is highly respected. Through the guru, we gain the path of knowledge and enlightenment. Through the guru, we gain more understanding about ourselves and our deep true nature. I consider Mr. Mark as my guru. Mr. Mark is an Apple rep who has gone above and beyond his calling. Mr. Mark is another person who takes his job far beyond what is expected of him. Mr. Mark not only showed me the extent of all that I could possibly achieve, but also provided me with the tools and tips to achieve what I have today. Mr. Mark took time out of his personal schedule and made multiple trips to come visit me to ensure that the tools he was providing for me were working the way I wanted them to. Through the tool shared by him, I was able to get a 4.0 in my multimedia design class, all only because of him and my hard work. He helped me big time, and I'm grateful to have a guru like Mr. Mark. Another guru of mine is Mr. Pruno Pro, my favorite teacher from Highline College. He taught me how to operate Adobe After Effects and showed me many useful editing tips. He did not look at me and think that I had a limit to what I was capable of. No, Mr. Puno Pro saw beyond my physical obstacles and pushed me beyond my comfort zone, seeing my potential. None of my achievements would have been in existence without the knowledge he shared with me and his faith in me as a person. Again, he is another person who went beyond what was ever expected of him. How many professors do you know make house visits to their students? He has, and continues to do so, even when class is not in session. He is the coolest person I know. I'm super happy to have him in my life. I have the littest family in the world. For those of you less familiar with the term, lit is basically means my family is exceptionally the best. But since I am a millennial, I use cool phrases like lit. My family is hilarious and we love to laugh. They support me with anything I want to do. My mom told me, "You are the smartest person in the world and very handsome." Don't get nervous in front of people and you can't do anything in your life. But she's the one who gets nervous. Ha ha. She wants me to be successful in my life and see me walking.
Place right there. So we have a comment that says your mom is amazing. Hi, Mom.
Hello.
And your son is amazing too.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What I learned from my dad is how to be a stronger person and save money. But I like to spend my money. He also wants me to be successful in my life and does not see limits to what I can do. My dad would also like to see me walking someday, and I hope to show him that. My grandmother, I love her more than my mom and dad. Let me tell you about my brother, Ron. Karanveer and we have a great bond. My brother is unique and kind. He loves me unconditionally, often altering the path of his own future so that he can better support me. Karanveer even changed colleges so that he could attend the same campus as me and help me navigate to my classes. Like all of us, Sometimes Ron does stupid things, but I love him anyway. It is my privilege as his brother to be able to do that. My brother is one of the few people in this world I do not need my communication device to communicate with. He can perceive every word in my mind just by looking at me. His passions are making music, writing songs, and singing. We have even mixed and written songs together. Working on projects together is one of our favorite pastimes. That and eating our mom's delicious food. Currently, we are making videos of our mom's cooking. She is a genius in the kitchen, which is a talent that needs to be shared. We are going to upload her videos to YouTube so others can learn from the best, and the world will be a better place because I am going to show you the amazing. We are going to upload her videos to YouTube so others can learn from the best, and the world will be a better place because once everyone masters the art of making and eating kheer, the world will be a kinder place. I am going to show you the amazing video we created. The music and direction by Ron, editing and after effects by Karanveer Singh, also known as Handsomejatt and Mr. Incredible. Being an everyday user of the Tobii Dynavox gives me a lot of time and experience to think about some ideas on how to improve the Tobii Dynavox. I have experienced that the Tobii Dynavox eye gaze system doesn't work in sunlight, which makes it impossible for me to enjoy a nice sunny day and have a decent conversation outside, or even be able to invite anyone to enjoy it with me. I believe that fixing this issue should be on Tobii Dynavox's top 10 to-do lists. That is if they have one. Also, rain can interfere with the eye tracking system, as it's not possible to always have a cover. Tobii Dynavox needs to make a device that is 100% weatherproof. Like so many of us, I enjoy being outside. We may need to talk to someone when we're outside, or find ourselves needing help. It is frustrating when we cannot express ourselves and be independent because of the weather. Another idea is that Tobii Dynavox should allow us to upgrade the hardware in our devices so we can customize our devices to meet our needs. I would also like to see a translation feature built into Communicator 5, as I want to send messages to my grandmother in Punjabi. Additionally, it would be helpful to create a new interface in Communicator 5. In the software, I would add common applications such as YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Netflix, Google, and Instagram. Assistive technology gives me the ability to do the basic things in life, and I'm sure we can all agree that these applications are a very integral part of our lives. Another cool feature I'd love to see is that emojis and bitmojis be added into Communicator 5. I'm happy with the person my disabilities have helped me to become, and do not see them as roadblocks. In fact, they make me a stronger person with no limits. Yeah, in the future I would like to walk someday. While I am giving suggestions, perhaps Tobii Dynavox could start working on that as well. Or maybe one of you here today. I think it is important to take time to get to know people with disabilities so that you can see for yourselves that while we may do things a little different than you do, people with disabilities can too do anything they wish to. Thank you to those instrumental in creating the need for this device and giving me an opportunity to speak. Your being here tells me that you care about those you work with and see worth in individuals that others may not easily see. I have shared with you stories of how so many different individuals in my life have led me down this path that has brought me here on stage speaking with you. I know that each of you has stories of individuals you are working with. Individuals who have more potential in one finger than others have in their entire bodies, but you are uncertain how to get that potential into the world. Perhaps you are feeling stuck, defeated, or overwhelmed with how to help them. Don't give up. I am proof that your work is making a difference. Even if the individuals you are working with don't end up being a keynote speaker, the impact you have and the difference you make is no less important. Keep doing the good work, no matter how hard it may seem, or how many piles of unrelenting paperwork await you back at your desk. You are the good in the world and your work truly matters. Thank you for letting me be a part of your day. Let us all leave today with a commitment to continue to help those around us no matter what. Everyone deserves a chance. Thank you for helping people like me have the future they deserve.